Now at 6, it is hot in Cleveland, record hot. See the surprising ways you're soaking up the sun all over Northeast Ohio.
Plus, a world of hurt. This heat can actually trigger migraines. What you need to know to keep the pain away.
And it debuts at midnight, but find out why dozens of local extras from the Avengers are already upset.
This Channel 3 HD newscast is brought to you by Window Nation, America's choice for windows.
And good evening, I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Chris Pickle. Of course, the big story today, the weather. And we figured what better way to tell you this story than take you out here in the elements.
Yes, it is such a glorious day. We decided to take our broadcast on the road this Thursday. I'm up on the third floor back deck of Channel 3. Your Facebook postings to this glorious day on the bottom of the screen. But let's go back to Chris out at my cousin's place out at Rocky River, Mitchell's Ice Cream. I forget his name, but that is my cousin, Chris. Just go in and tell him that.
Yes, and we'll see if it'll get you some free ice cream later, right? Is that the whole goal here? Well, you know, driving out here, we didn't actually see too many people, and the people that we did stop to talk to, they were saying their whole goal today is to beat the heat and stay indoors with that air conditioning. But of course, now some people are venturing out for the ice cream here at Mitchell's. But we'll have more on that a little bit later. But right now, we have team coverage covering every angle on the weather. Our own Dick Russ is out on Lake Erie covering water safety with this warm-up. Brandon Simmons is in an ice cream truck. He's actually going to be giving away some free ice cream. But let's get right to Betsy for details on this record heat. Betsy?
Yeah, it certainly is a hot one across northern Ohio. Now, the last time it was this hot was back in the middle 50s. And today, well, temperatures certainly shattered the records. As we take a look at how the records fell, 88, the brand spanking new record high for Cleveland Hopkins Airport. Temperatures stretching into the mid and upper 80s all across northern Ohio. Matter of fact, Akron, Canton, and Mansfield also setting records on this date. And the temperatures are still very toasty, still well into the 80s across much of the area. Partly cloudy skies to report to you now. We have had a few pop-up rain showers earlier. We have more potential for that coming our way before a cold front brings all this heat to an end as we go through the day tomorrow and into the weekend. We'll tell you more about that forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Betsy, thanks a lot. Record high temperature today. The last time we had temperatures this high was back in 1955. We wanted to give you some perspective on just how long ago that really was. 57 years ago, Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a Montgomery, Alabama city bus. Minimum wage was raised from 75 cents to $1, and Disneyland opened for the first time. President Eisenhower made headlines as the first president to have a news conference for television. And Mickey Mantle hit career home run number 100. And it was also the year of Elvis Presley's first hit, a long time ago. Chris, of course, when we think of like beating the heat, we think of ice cream. You're at the perfect place.
Yes, I am. I'm out here at Mitchell's. And of course, people have come here to have ice cream, but also you can get ice cream other places. Brandon Simmons is live on Mobile 3. He is in an ice cream truck. And Brandon, you have a pretty fun job out there today.
Yeah, you know what, it's really going to be tough. You know, what we're doing out here today is we're paying it forward. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to help the hundreds of people out here in Lakewood City Park. We're going to help them cool off by giving them some free ice cream. So what I'm going to do is call them over because as you can see, they're lined up ready to go. Hey, everybody, come over and grab some ice cream here. We're paying it forward for you. Now, there's hundreds of people out here already, but what we're going to do is we're going to stay out until about 7:30 driving through the streets of Lakewood, and we're going to pass out ice cream. I'm going to get started now because they don't want to wait. Hey, guys, here you go. Come grab one. Come grab one. And we're just having such a great time here. I mean, let me tell you, I can tell everybody here they're enjoying baseball games. They're enjoying their time out here just the weather at the lake. It's just wonderful here, and I can't be in a better place than here passing out ice cream to everyone here. Hey, guys, enjoy yourself. Here, beat the heat. You know what, guys? I'm going to have to toss it back to you because, as you can see, I have my hands full here.
Yeah, I can see where you're going to be busy for quite a while. Now, a lot of people are just venturing out here to try to beat the heat. I'm going to take a little step down here. So what have you been doing today? Has the heat been bothering? What have you been doing to beat it?
Just trying to stay cool. Getting a little ice cream, trying to keep my bulldog from overheating. So we're doing all right, though. We're doing all right.
All right. Let's see. Can we get her to wave? Could you see her in there? Of course, she wants to be inside where it's nice and cool.
I mean, isn't that bulldog cute?
That bulldog's cute. Hey, what have you thought of the weather today?
Well, I thought it was kind of like really hot since I was in school. It was really hot. I was like, does the weather have to be like this?
Maybe just for a little while. Okay, whose idea was it to come out for ice cream today?
Excuse me, can you see? I always like to play Price and Caribbean at Daddy's house because it's fun.
Oh, nice. But whose idea was it for ice cream today? Was it yours?
Well, I like ice cream. And I remember Eeyore at Mommy's house.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. As you can see, hot day. Great treat to have a little ice cream. But you know, every time the temperatures inch up, even a degree or two, people are getting a rush to get their boats out on Lake Erie. And boating season is definitely coming early. Dick Russ is out on Lake Erie right now with some tips on water safety. Dick?
Yeah, hi, Chris. We're out here with Captain Ken Malcolm, who just put his new 30-foot Sea Ray into the water today, sailing out of the Inner City Yacht Club. And this is really an unusual day. About 90 up here and barely 50 in there.
The water's still so cold and dangerous, even the Coast Guard requires more than just the regular life jacket. Everybody on your boat should be wearing anyway.
This is a cold water exposure suit. We wear this when the water temps below 60. So right now, even with the 88 degrees out, whatever it is today, we'd still be wearing this whenever we get underway. Keep ourselves warm if we didn't end up going in the water. It's kind of hot outside on deck, but in the water, it keeps you warm, keeps you alive.
If you're tempted to just plunk the boat into the water and get an early start on the season, just because it's so hot, there are many more things that ought to be on your checklist before you even think about pulling out onto the lake.
Have a communications plan, have someone, a cell phone, or have a marine band radio, some way of contacting somebody for help. Before you take off from the pier, make sure your engine starts up and runs the way you want it to run all day. You want to make sure it runs and idles for a while. You don't want to have any problems there. That happens a lot. Make sure your battery's fully charged.
Gear like this might seem a bit much, but nobody knows better than the Coast Guard about how fast hypothermia can set in when the lake is barely 50 degrees. They don't take any chances, and neither should you if you'll be out here before the water warms up.
If you're not in one of those Coast Guard wetsuits and you happen to go into this 50-degree water, you've got about an hour maximum until you go unconscious, and no more than 2 or 3 hours until it's lights out for you. And we don't say that, Chris, to rain on anybody's fun out here in Lake Erie, but this early in the season, that's really something that a boater and everybody on his boat really have to be conscious of.
Yeah, it can be very dangerous out there if you're not careful. Tip is be careful out there. Thank you so much, Dick. And while a lot of people love this weather, for some people, it can cause a world of pain. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins tells us how this can actually trigger migraines.
Yeah, anyone who suffers from migraine headaches knows they can be triggered by several things, including food, stress, even habits. But sometimes they can also be set off by the weather, even on a beautiful day.
Certain features in the weather seem to trigger the attacks. Those were very high temperature, very low temperature, high humidity, low humidity, and barometric pressure change.
Now, there's no time of year or season that's worse than any other, so if you feel a headache coming on when we have big weather changes, chances are it's a migraine and not a sinus problem. To know if this is affecting you, keep a headache diary and make special note of what the weather is like the day your head starts to throb. And we've made it easy for you with the Channel 3 weather app that you can put on your smartphone. It will help you track and maybe even forecast when you need to be prepared for a migraine coming on. And Ross, Betsy can tell us about another weather change that's heading our way that may have people reaching for their migraine medication.
Okay, Monica, thank you so much.
So,
Chris,
bottom line is, if you're overheated, take a break, move inside, and then drink plenty of water. Best advice we can give you. Russ, back to you.
All right, Chris, very good advice. Next at 6, we'll have the other news of the day, cracking down on teens texting while driving. The state moves closer to finalizing new laws. Find out what it will mean for you and your kids. Plus, the local correctional guard fired from his job after he forced inmates to dance. But first, let's head it back out to Brandon, who is paying it forward in that ice cream truck. Still got a lot of customers, Brandon?
There's only ice cream and popsicles.
Yeah, you know what, guys? We're out here and we got free ice cream for everybody. It's here to enjoy. Now, we just drove down one street so far, and as you can see, they're lined up everywhere here in Lakewood, Ohio. They're already on TV. I've been driving around the neighborhood with Dave from Checker Bar Ice Cream, and let me tell you, he's been having a ball helping us out with paying it forward to you guys to help you guys beat the record heat. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take care of these little ones here on the street, and then we're gonna keep riding the streets of Lakewood, giving out this free ice cream. And you know what? You better be sure I'm gonna enjoy some for myself. So we'll see you in a few. We'll be right back.